exactly 9 years ago today, I was told that the ages of 15 to 25 are where your body's at your peak performance, your strongest, your fastest. And I'm not gonna deny that my body's performance will deteriorate over the next decade or so. But hopefully the only thing that's gonna drop once I hit the age of 25 is my car insurance premium. But no, last year I wished to be understood and validated. That's something that probably a lot of people really want. Self-actualization. Be the best that you can be. But this year, my birthday wish is to understand myself as a person. If I can understand myself, then I can have other people understand me. And of course, in doing so, I discover things that I need to fix, but there are also some things that I discovered that I don't need to fix. At the very least, there's one thing, is that I am weird and unpredictable. And what I mean by that is, at some points, I can be calm and collected, I can talk like this, and at another point, I can be totally hysterical and yeah! And for some people, that's great, but for others, it makes them uncomfortable. And if it makes them uncomfortable, then I'm sorry, but that's just who I am as a person. I have a lot of energy, and I might as well use it while I still have the years. Of course, that's one thing that I don't need to fix necessarily. Sure, maybe time and place for everything, but the one thing that I know I've been fixing, and I think I've been able to successfully work on, is getting myself more involved on personal conversations instead of group conversations where there are several people. I used to have the desire to be the most important, most relevant person in the room, and that's great and all, but it's really not that great in the long run. It's just a temporary short fix thing that you kind of want to achieve, but it's really not worth the effort. At least not without having a large range of interests, maybe even infinite amount of interests. You're interested in absolutely everything in the world, and you also have all the time in the world. Now, do I have that? No. Other people, I don't know. They probably do by some sheer miracle, but I don't. And so, instead of spreading myself so thin, I want to focus on having a small group of people that I know and I can trust, and then I can engage in conversation or play games with or whatever. And we just get along instead of just trying to make ourselves look big and important in group settings, because things really start to go downhill once you introduce 5 or more people into a conversation at once. It's just how it is. The attention gets divided. Nothing you can really do about it. Another thing that you cannot really do about that I've realized is that you can't get along with everyone. It's just a fact of life. If you so much as stand up for a certain set of values, you will not get along with everybody. It's unfortunate, but it's okay. That's something that I realized. It's okay to not get along with everybody. And so, if things don't happen to work out, then make an effort to try to make things better. Who knows? Things might get better after a rough patch where you've had a misunderstanding and things go better from there. But if things still don't work out, then oh well. It could be for several reasons. In 2017, when I made the first big step to cut ties with somebody who I wasn't getting along with, and I made an effort prior to make things better. Now, I'm not gonna beat around the bush here. I definitely screwed up on my end, but ultimately, things still didn't work out. It's not a one-way thing where, it's just this person's fault or this person's fault. It just happens sometimes. And it's not the end of the world if I can't get along with this one person. Now that I've gotten all the social stuff out of the way, the next big thing that I've focused on for myself is the concept of loving myself. It's something that I picked up about a year ago. Not too long after my 24th birthday. 23rd. Loving myself as I would love others. Just like with understanding. If I can understand myself, others can understand me, and I can understand them. If I love myself, I can love others, they can love me. It's beautiful. I can't even describe it with words when stuff like that happens. And I've experienced it in recent days, weeks, maybe not so much month, but it's something that in doing so, you just kind of let go of certain things and you don't feel so pressured. I used to have this performance mindset of I need to do this every day, or I need to achieve at least a little bit every day, or else I'm worthless. That sort of mentality really peaked in the summer of 2019 when I was doing door-to-door sales, of all things. I know. I won't say that I regretted it, but I will say that I don't want to do it again. Particularly because, much like cutting ties with people, I do it because I see myself becoming a person that I don't want to be. In order to continue being friends with this person, in order to continue doing this job, I need to be a certain person, and is that person somebody I want to be? No? Okay. Not doing it. Well, of course, it's a gamble, sure, but I feel like thus far, these risks that I've taken have put me on the right track. And of course, it's more than just a matter of luck. It's a matter of effort and patience and care for myself and courage. I feel like I have a lot of potential, but just don't know what to do with it yet. And hopefully, I'll figure it out over time. It could take me up to a decade or more, for all I know. I have a few things that I could get myself started with. I just have to take that first step. And it's gonna take time, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to overcome this feeling of being incredibly harsh on myself. Overall, I'm feeling more optimistic towards myself, and I want to continue with that mentality without really rushing anything. I don't want to commit to any empty promises. I know that not a lot of this stuff might make any sense, but at the very least, I'm just trying to make myself accountable to do something for my life, because I got a lot of years ahead of me, and at the very least, the one thing I can do is keep my chin up for my sake, if nothing else.